The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, once again joined by my wife, Angie.
Hello.
She's playing the Vanna White role in this video once again today as we are going through my entire t-shirt collection. My most requested videos to do here on the channel. As a lot of people say, Kyle, you have a lot of t-shirts, let's see them all. So we're going one by one, talking about them, if there's any stories to them, anything like that. And we're going to dive in, and like I said, my wife Angie is here to help out. Angie, how's it going so far?
Good.
Good.
We're also going through my t-shirt collection.
Your three shirts? Perfect. But yes, we're working our way through here, and Angie is helping. So without further ado, let's get after it. Let's start it off. And we're going to start it off with a trip to Bad Street, USA. Of course, the Freebirds. Beautiful shirt there. A classic all-timer shirt. I'm here for that all day long. And twice on Sunday. But Bad Street, USA, of course. Michael P.S. Hayes, Buddy Jack Roberts, and Terry Bam Bam Gordy.
Are you wearing this in the first video?
I was.
Okay. I was confused.
All right, next up, we got a little side project of the band Rancid. We got a little Charger action. Matt Freeman's band, of course, the bassist of Rancid. A very Motorhead-esque band, so check out Charger if you have never checked them out. I think you'll enjoy them. And then we turn our attention over, and I'm wearing a Four Horsemen shirt. This is the fourth video. I didn't plan that, but it does make sense. But we got the Nature Boy Ric Flair coming in hot in orange. I don't have a lot of orange in my wardrobe, so that's definitely something a little bit different. What do you think about that one? Any thoughts on these? Cute.
Very soft. Very soft.
Very soft. It's cute. Oh, here's a classic one here. Of course, the old Mikey Whipwreck shirt, Brian Pillman shirt, depending where you came into the market with it. It's what?
There's a lot going on.
A lot going on. It is a crazy, crazy shirt from back in the day, but very cool to have this all these years later. You can still buy this. I forget where. I think Amazon sells it maybe, but very cool. Something different. A classic 90s design is what that one is. Oh, we continue on with another favorite band. We've seen a lot of their shirts. Night Demon, once again. Night Demon in the collection. We got tons of Night Demon shirts, as you can imagine there. Very cool on the back. Got the grave scene from the front. Looking real nice. Always love a good Night Demon shirt, as I've said in some of the other videos as well. Keep on going on. We got a Motorhead Triple H crossover shirt. You knew I had to pick this one up. Bringing Lemmy and Triple H together. Obviously, I'm a bigger Motorhead fan, but I definitely had to have this. Definitely think it was cool enough to pick up, and I think I even got it on clearance. Got to get a deal on the WWE shop. And Angie likes to wear this one every once in a while as well. There you go. Here's a funny one that doesn't make a lot of sense. I think we got this at like Kohl's or Target or Walmart or something like that. But it's a crazy WrestleMania shirt that doesn't quite add up. The math doesn't quite check out. But anytime you get Ultimate Warrior in a shirt from Kohl's of all places, man, you can't pass that up. It's a goofy shirt, and I'm here for it. So there you go. Good one. Oh, once again, we're back to the Legion. The Legion of Doom, that is. And we're not talking about the old school Super Friends. We're talking about Hawk and Animal, the Road Warriors, Legion of Doom. Looking really good. Always love that shirt. Uh-oh, we got to run in.
We got a friend.
Ace is the place, and he jumped down. He came in, and Domino's here, and Lemmy. All the dogs are here. They need to be locked up, but they might jump in from time to time. We'll see what happens. All right, we continue on, and of course, the dude does abide, as I'm just a chilled, laid-back dude, so this shirt is very, very fitting. So the dude abides once again. Classic shirt. There you go. Oh, another one. We've talked about great tag teams. Here's another one. Butch Reed, Ron Simmons, Teddy Long. Sure, why not? But it is, of course, Doom. One of the great tag teams of the old school WCW days. We'd love to have a modern-day elite line. Ron Simmons, Butch Reed. Don't know if it'll ever be in the cards. We'll see what happens. But there is old Doom. Not the Legion of Doom, just the Doom. There you go. Oh, one of the most classic moments, and probably my favorite Shawn Michaels moment of all time, would be the barbershop window, of course, where he threw Marty Jannetty through that window. Poor Marty, trying to jump out that window. But we need a Shawn Michaels with just that leather jacket. I hope one of these days we get that in the elite form, ultimate form, some kind of form. But very cool, in blue, looking classic, looking cool. Once again, representing the old straight edge, little drug-free Misfits-inspired shirt. There it is, very cool. Yep, there it is. Oh, here's Angie's favorite shirt. She usually wears this around the house from time to time. Very, very cool. Fred Savage, a favorite of yours, I believe. You liked him a lot more before he had sexual harassment suits against him and things like that. But it is the Macho Man Fred Savage from the Wonder Years, of course. Looking good. Looking good. Oh, and speaking of looking good, how about that old outlaw, that Terry Funk, that Amarillo legend, that Texas legend, heading off into Funk U territory. Absolutely love this one. I think I have this in black and in gray. Got to get multiple Terry Funk shirts, of course, anytime you can. So looking good there. A very cool one from way back in the day. Old school Exodus t-shirt. Very cool shirt. It is zombies eating Osama bin Laden way back in the day. If you guys remember Osama bin Laden and all of his shenanigans. Shenanigans, of course. But definitely zombie fuel, Exodus. Very cool. Gary Holt and the boys. Wacky one. I like to wear that to the parent-teacher conference night is what I usually wear that one too. Looking good. This is one that's always hard to decipher what it is, but it is a Ghost Tour t-shirt from the band Ghost, of course, back in the day, and very interesting. Something different. That's why I picked it up. It looked different, felt different, so had to pick that one up. Hits keep on coming with the boys in Night Demon. Once again, no shocker, a lot of Night Demon shirts in the collection. I would have to think Night Demon, Motorhead, and maybe Iron Maiden are the top three. But we do got Night Demon looking good there. So there you go. Back to wrestling over here. We got another Bret Hitman Hart t-shirt. Bret Hart, one of my all-time favorites. I wouldn't put him quite in the Mount Rushmore, but he's definitely in the conversation of some of my favorites from the wrestling world. So there's old Bret Hitman Hart. Oh, once again, I think we're seeing a pattern here. We're seeing Hawk. We're seeing Animal. We're seeing the Legion of Doom once again. Get this shirt out. There we go.
All of them have one sleeve in.
All of them have one sleeve shirt. I don't know. Who does the laundry here? But there it is, Hawk and Animal. Their classic days way back in the day, looking good. And then we continue on with some more Iron Maiden, Made in England 2013. I saw this in Kansas City, I do believe, in 2013. So very cool classic one there. Uncle Sam representing. Very cool. Very Seventh Son of a Seventh Son style. Grand Magus, a foreign band from across the old pond there. Very cool. If you like your Viking-like metal, some doom metal, a little bit of everything metal, Grand Magus is the place to go. So check them out if you've never heard Grand Magus. Oh, we're back to Iron Maiden, and we're seeing the theme. We got a little bit more U.S. Tour 2016 on this one. I saw this tour in Chicago as well, so very cool. T-shirt from the tour. Looking good. Iron Maiden represent. Oh, of course, one of my all-time favorites. The classic shirt. I've always had this shirt in my collection since I was in elementary school. I've always had a representation of this shirt, and this is the one now I have. I might need to upgrade this one sooner rather than later. But old Hot Rod, Rowdy Roddy Piper, an all-time favorite of mine. Another shirt I've had in my collection a couple of different times, going back to like the late 90s. Johnny Cash, that classic picture. Johnny Cash, another absolute favorite of mine. So much stuff, so much diversity in his catalog. Absolutely love Johnny Cash. Very cool. Wear that to parent-teacher conference a time or two as well. How about Sirth Ungol? Yes, another deep cut band. We talked about Manila Road in a different video. Sirth Ungol is kind of in that same headspace, that same kind of circles, I would say. But Sirth Ungol been doing it for a long, long time. Jarvis from Night Demon is playing bass for them these days, so check them out if you missed them. Angie, what's your favorite Sirth Ungol song? No, she doesn't have one. Too many to choose from is what she said. We're looking good there. Continuing on, I think I got this shirt at like Old Navy. It's because it says Old Navy right there, so I'm guessing that's where I got it. Yeah. But it is Dracula. It is Bela Lugosi. I couldn't pass that thing up, and that was probably like $10 at Old Navy probably back in the day. So what a deal there. Got to get a deal, especially on a Dracula t-shirt with the OG Bela Lugosi there. Kind of Bela. I don't know if it is. It's not quite. It's a take on Bela Lugosi, we'll call it. All right, Armadillo by Morning. How about this one there? Very cool shirt. Always one of those cool shirts. You're representing Texas down there. I'm Texas's favorite son now that I'm traveling down there all the time for work. But Armadillo by Morning is a classic one to wear when you're in Texas, of course. Armadillo, the raccoon of the South, they say, you know. We continue on. The classic Motorhead shirt. That is the OG. That is the classic. Most people that have a Motorhead shirt have that one. Everything louder than everything else. A classic Motorhead shirt that every metalhead should own in one way or another over the years. Very cool. Mm-hmm. Any thoughts on any of these? You've been quiet.
Fading.
Any thoughts? Oh, we're back to Danhausen. Danhausen once again. You got the shirt in again. What's going on there? But Danhausen, a classic money tee from a few years ago, maybe something like that, but looking good. Looking scary. I think Danhausen should retire from wrestling, and he should do a Svengoolie type show. I think he should just do that instead. I think that would be the best use for Danhausen at this point. So I'd be okay if Svengoolie wants to retire, just have Danhausen take over. I think that could work. That could work. All right, we continue on with a little X-Men cover action here of classic comic book art from back in the day. Absolutely loved that story arc. Of course, Omega Red, Wolverine, one of the great all-time blood feuds, of course. Canada versus Russia, something like that. But looking good there in t-shirt form. Hits keep on coming. Volbeat, a band I really did like a long time ago. I still listen to everything. It's not quite the same, but they were a band that I used to follow around and see in concert a lot. I remember they had, for Merciful Fate, they had Hank Sherman on guitar for a while. I got to go backstage and hang out with them before they were super, super big. Obviously a big band these days, but Volbeat, very cool. I love the roots of Volbeat. They're not for everybody, that is for sure, but I definitely enjoyed the earlier stuff from way back in the day. Continue on, we got two left. We got another Motorhead one, another great one to wear to the parent-teacher conference there. You got Lemmy doing only like Lemmy could do on the front there, looking good, and then on the back, of course, you got the famous Lemmy saying there. Whoa. Holds up, and we're taking it off the hanger. We're taking it right off the hanger there. And then we're going to finish up this video with one last shirt there. Not Joy Division, it's old Roy Clark, Roy Division, hee-haw. You guys know I'm all about Roy Clark, a guy like that. And I've told the story before, I think, on the channel, that Roy Clark actually spent the night at my grandparents' house back in the day. So funny to mention that there. But Roy, looking good, old Roy. Roy Clark, hee-haw legend, of course, mostly known for that, but one of the greatest guitar and banjo players of all time. There is no doubt about it. I think you even have Roy Clark and your Commander on CD, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe not. But this is our fourth video here. We're working our way through. We're going to get through them all eventually. Just going to take some time. But I hope you enjoyed this one. And if you did, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you leave me a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite shirt of the ones here was today. Angie, anything out of you? Boy, speechless. Something like that. All right. Well, until the next video, I'm Kyle. This is Angie. See you guys all real soon.